distinguished friends, fellow citizens, and all those dedicated to the pursuit of society's eternal truths. In the immense scroll of human civilization, there are truths so ancient, yet so profound, that we must regard them as the very natural laws of society. Today, I invoke a wisdom that originates from the East, a maxim that traverses 2,000 years of history. It is this: he who has no fixed property has no fixed mind. This is not merely an economic slogan. It is a profound moral declaration about human nature and responsibility. Fixed property, Heng Chan, represents the soil where the fruits of our labor are safely kept. It embodies the individual's solemn promise to the future. It is the very bedrock upon which we root ourselves in this world. And fixed mind, Heng Xin, symbolizes the long-term commitment to asset preservation, the willingness to contribute enduringly to society, and an inherent sense of duty to future generations. These two are intrinsically linked and inseparable. However, when we confront a grand theory dedicated to the eradication of fixed property, the doctrine of communism, we are compelled to use this ancient wisdom as our measure. When the cornerstone of private ownership is thoroughly removed, when all of us are placed under the umbrella of a property less collective, what we face is a massive displacement of the human spirit, a collective condition we call restlessness. This restlessness constitutes a triple betrayal of fundamental human nature. The first betrayal, the betrayal of productivity. When the land no longer belongs to the cultivator, when the machinery no longer belongs to the maintainer, and when the fruits of our effort hover abstractly above a general collective ownership, who then will bother to repair the irrigation ditches for the harvest 10 years hence? Who will invest their strenuous effort into the technological upgrades for the next generation? The human gaze will be torn away from the distant future, which requires patience and nurture, and will instead fixate only on the immediately available present. What we witness is not sustained creation, but the short-sighted exhaustion and misuse of resources. The second betrayal, the betrayal of moral order. Fixed property grants the individual dignity and independence. Once this dignity is stripped away, the focus of human competition shifts violently, from creation in the marketplace to contention under the authority. When wealth is no longer obtained through hard work, but is instead dictated by the will of the state's distributor, the striving of the human heart changes its direction. It shifts from how to serve others to how to please those in power. Society plunges into a frenzy of opportunism, a cycle of internal friction. Our energy is forcibly diverted from construction to conflict, from creating value to scrambling for crumbs. The third betrayal, the betrayal of personal mission. An individual who possesses no fixed property, no stake in the game, becomes like a ship without an anchor. His sense of destiny, his long-term accountability, is utterly adrift. What we truly aspire to is not a collective floating upon utopian fantasy, but a solid society built from countless independent, responsible individuals. Friends, we do not need inflammatory rhetoric to challenge an ideal. We only need the mirror of history and the compass of human nature. Only when the individual possesses the inalienable ownership of their labor's fruits can we expect them to possess an unshakable sense of responsibility to society. Fixed property brings fixed mind. This is the foundation of stability, the source of prosperity, and the very guarantee of liberty. Thank you.